Hey folks, welcome to the Rate Update with Dan Frio. I am Dan Frio. Today is August 16th, 2021. Got some news you guys might like. House prices are starting to stabilize finally. So we're going to go over that and more next. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Okay, folks, today we found out some news that house prices are starting to stabilize. So watch this and I'll be right back.
I was on your site, by the way, great site. I was on your site earlier before the show because I wanted to find a house. And I looked in California, Sacramento, and I found, I'm not knocking the house, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet, listed at $389. It had sold 18 months ago for $255 and didn't appear to have any renovation inside. I mean, have you ever seen a market like this, even 2007?
You remember how long I've been in this market? I've done this for 16 years, and I've never seen it like this. So, especially in places like Sacramento, where people are fleeing the big city, they're willing to take longer commutes because they're only going into the office once a week or once a month, or not at all. And so properties are being bid up in the center of the country, and that starts in Sacramento. So you nailed it.
Well, sometimes a blind squirrel can find a nut as well, but I did happen to take a peek at where people were moving. My point is this: what kind of traffic are you seeing on your site? I mean, you are a leading indicator. If traffic goes up, home buying and home renting demand is going to heat up, because the first thing you do is look at a Redfin and figure out where you might want to look. What are you seeing right now, Glenn?
Well, the market was very hot through April. And then starting in Memorial Day, we saw demand take a step back. People went to graduations. They went on family trips. They just resumed normal life. And now in July and especially August, we are starting to see more sales come through. So it is not necessarily more demand. It's just actually more supply. Sellers have started to sense that there may have been a local peak at least. And so they are listing the home in a hurry. We are getting more listings out there, and as a result, it's just easier to put together deals, and we're getting more sales. And so June was a little softer. It almost returned to a normal market, and now July and early part of August, it's heating up again.
Yeah, and you're seeing things, no contingencies. I will forego an inspection. I will pay all cash. Or I saw a house listed, only all cash offers would even get a tour of the house. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that we're starting to see right now. How long, Glenn, do you think this truly can last?
Well, I think it can last a little while longer yet, because the people who are moving from California were paying $2 million for a house there, and they're going to Ohio. So an $800,000 house seems cheap. Home prices in Idaho could triple and seem like a deal. People are using monopoly money from coastal cities to buy properties in the center of the country. And the reason that folks don't want to risk an appraisal, don't want to take borrowed money, is because they know the appraisal is going to come in low relative to all the bids. And so there is no check on reality for the cash buyer. What they bid is what they pay, because the lender doesn't have to underwrite it. So that's why the market has been a little bit bonkers. But I do think we are starting to see just a little bit of cooling in prices. About 5% of listings had a price drop over the past few weeks. That is a high for 2021, and it has approached 2019 pre-pandemic levels. So the market is starting to normalize.
Okay, so that's some good news for those out there looking for homes. The more good news is, as the forbearances, I keep saying, as the forbearance is starting to end, you're going to have more and more and more homes on the market. Also, you're going to have a lot of people that are like, you know, I'm just going to postpone buying a house right now because my kids are back in school and I can't move while they're in school. So you're going to have less people looking to buy homes. So the goal here is, or my thought is, more houses are going to come on the market because of the forbearance lapse or ending of forbearances. And you're going to have less competition, a little bit less, because those with families are going to be less likely to start looking for new homes right now. That's why the spring season is so robust, is because those with families, it's that time they're looking to buy and close while their kids are on break. So that's that. So let's get to the headline news, and we have a big economic calendar this week. So let's go over that. So right now, we're starting to see a little bit of price cooling off. That's a video that you just watched. The next thing is, this isn't good news, is the Fed just officially nearing agreement to begin tapering in November. So we're going to go over that tomorrow in detail. I'm going to dig on this, but this was the headlines for today. You can see it published August 16th at 7:54 in the morning. They're expecting the Fed to announce in November the tapering and start to pretty much act on it immediately. So that's the information there. So let's go on to the economic calendar for the week, and then I'm going to show you where numbers are. Or rates, where the rates are. So today, manufacturing index, nothing. And then tomorrow, we basically don't have much of anything other than Federal Chairman Powell speaking at 12:30. Then on Wednesday, the FOMC, basically the Federal Reserve is going to come out and tell us what their thoughts are. This is going to be between Tuesday and Wednesday. This will be a shaky week because of those right there. The next thing is one of the biggest components that the Fed's looking at is jobs. So where are jobless claims at? That we'll get that data on Thursday. So let's see what happened with the market today. Well, zero. So let's dive in on these numbers. Actually, we had, if you saw there real briefly, there was a rate lock blast that came out earlier today. So I'm expecting that somebody might be hedging their bet on some of this activity that's going to come out tomorrow, especially Federal Chairman Powell speaking at noon. Okay, so what happened today is we had a wild ride today. So this is the trend over the last quarter. But let's do this for right now. Let's see what intraday did, and I'll show you where it was. It was basically, it was a weird day. We opened the gates and we spiked way up, okay? And then we just collapsed from there, and it continued to collapse and collapse. Look at all the red in this area right here. That's not a good signal. That's basically signaling a lot of selling pressures in bonds, okay, mortgage-backed securities. So that's what's going on there. So you might be saying, Dan, what is this? What are you even talking about? Well, let's dig in on that. So let's look at what's happening with the MBS market right now. What the MBS market is it's a bond that trades on Wall Street that is the biggest component or factor in your mortgage rate. Okay, you saw that we ended the day at zero, okay, but it was a wild ride. So this is what's going on with the mortgage-backed securities market right now. We've had a nice little rally from the middle of June all the way up through the beginning of August. Then it collapsed, okay? What does all this represent? Well, this number here represents the price of what's going on with the mortgage-backed security bond. What I always say is the easiest way to figure out this is if this number goes up, mortgage rates are coming down. If this number goes down, mortgage rates are going up. Just a flip-flop. So we always like to see green or the number right here going up. And we had a huge rally all the way through here. But then, right in this range here, August, it was about the 4th, 3rd, 4th. Check my videos. I said, guys, we are overbought. Rates are too low. We're going to see a little correction. And I thought they would only correct right in about this range. But as all the markets do, is they overreact. And we got crushed. Now we're on our way back up. And you can see, basically, we went from a 100.8 to a 101.6 periodically for today. I'm expecting us to get up to about the 101.8 figure. All you need to know is what direction this is going in. If it's going up, means rates are coming down. If this charts are going down, that means rates are going up. So I'm thinking we're going to stay right in this range right here. Why? Well, my concern is tomorrow. Federal Chairman Powell right here and here. Also speaking of the Fed tapering. Now, what does Fed tapering mean? Let me put this in context. What's happening is the Federal Reserve is stepping in, buying those mortgage-backed securities, pumping up the price. In its simplest terms, that's what they're doing. They're spending $40 billion plus. Their minimum is $40 billion, but $40 billion plus, they're buying in mortgage-backed securities, jacking up those prices. Okay, tapering means they're going to start withdrawing or reducing that $40 billion price or amount they're spending each month on mortgage-backed securities. That's going to mean less buyers, so the prices are probably going to drop. When the prices drop, rates go up. Okay, so that's what's going on right now. So my expectations are, I hope Federal Chairman Powell doesn't come in tomorrow and Wednesday and start saying, yeah, everything's going really great. we're going to start tapering sooner than later because you're going to see this thing crash. I don't expect that. And the numbers lately haven't been robust enough for them to come in and basically just say, pull the plug on this. I do expect them to do that next month and then start tapering by the end of the year, maybe. I still am a proponent of they might be kicking this can till 2022 first quarter to see what happens with the economy when people get back to work, the forbearances stop, and student loan deferrals stop as well. And what I mean by some of these programs like the extended unemployment benefits and so forth. So that's what's going on right there in all that information. So the next thing is we're going to see what are rates today. Okay, so I post this every day, and it's a survey done by Black Knight, and they survey mortgage lenders all over the country to find out what their 30-year term rates are. So they give us 30-year conforming, jumbo, FHA, and VA. This is just a ballpark of where rates are. So I call this the rate update because I want to give you rate updates and also market updates. I gave you the market, here's the rates. These are not my rates. To get my customized rates, I need you to call us, apply online. The best thing people are doing right now, they're setting up a calendar event with us to get a consultation one-on-one, and I've actually had several today that we were able to help numerous people in. So, but just to give you an idea where rates are right now, conforming is 3.07, still above the 3 mark. Jumbo's 3.01, FHA's 3.16, VA 2.68. 1 day, 7 day, and 4 week delta. This is a delta means change. So basically a 1 day change, a 7 day change, and a 4 week change. You can see basically nothing's happening. A basis point is this, like 2 basis points. If you look right here, means or equals out to 0.02. So it's very much irrelative. But the concerning thing is right in this area here. The FHA or the 4 week delta was about 25 basis points across the board. Now we're 0. So you can see there was a nice, or I hate to say this, there was a spike in rates last week. So if you didn't lock in, you missed it. If you were with us, you didn't miss it. If you're with somebody else and you want to say, hey, Dan, what can you guys do for us? Because I love how you monitor this stuff. Reach out to me. What we're really focusing in on right now is getting back to the purchase business, okay, and helping those in forbearance. So if you're looking to buy a house, you need a team. We strive to help you with all this. We'll help work with you, your realtor, and attorney. We want a team involved because your best options are to get an offer accepted is to have everybody on the same page and to have the strongest approval or pre-approval for you. That's one of the things we do. So we'll get you completely approved, less appraisal and title. So when you issue that approval to the buyer, you're basically, and I'd love to have them call me and say, Dan, what's going on with Mr. and Mrs. X's, new home buyer's loan? Oh, I'm glad you asked. They're done. Just accept their offer and I can get you closed within 2-3 weeks. That's what we're looking for. If you're in a forbearance, please reach out to us. I can't ask anymore. I'm not going to go through numbers and everything. You need to call us because you have to have an exit strategy. As of last week, a report that I just studied, 25% of the people haven't done anything with it. Guys, don't do that. Because then when you get a statement and you owe $20,000, you start looking for somebody to blame, you're going to be the one to blame. So I'm asking you, please call us for consultation. What's the best way to reach me and my team? That's a great question. My website is The Rate Update, just like my YouTube channel is, therateupdate.com. I'll show you there, and I'm going to show you how to schedule an appointment with us and call us, whatever you need to do to reach out to get assistance from us. The first thing you do is you can call, right here, 844-775-LOAN, right there. Another way to do it, hit the Apply Now button, and you're on your way. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can do one of 2 things. Schedule a meeting so you can talk with me or one of my loan advisors on a one-on-one consultation. Basically, I love doing them by Zoom. I get to meet you guys, but if you want to do it by phone, that's fine as well. You just hit the scheduler, hit the day and time available for you, let us know how you want to receive our contact, and we'll either Zoom you in or we'll give you a call at that time. The next thing is you can just answer some questions. If you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody right now, what can you do for me? Well, easy enough. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance, just click this. What it'll do is you'll answer a couple questions. It'll help us determine the exact program for you. So then when we do speak with you, we know exactly the situation that you're in and we can give you all the advice needed. So that's it for today, guys. The last thing I want to ask you is please give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Subscribe down below. We're getting about 100 subscribers a day, so help me get to 16,000 as quick as we can. Hit the bell so every time I post a video, you get an alert. I try to make the end of the titles something relevant, so you know what the video is going to be, to avoid any clickbaits. So after you see, the rate update and so forth, read the little caption at the end, and I'm going to talk about, jumbo programs, refinances, things like that. So if it's a topic you don't want to watch, don't watch it. But it'll grab, the topics you do want. All I ask you to do is hit the apply now, or hit the thumbs up button to give me some kudos there. So God bless, guys. That's all I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Be safe.